Hi everyone, I hope you are doing great. This is MJ, and this will be a quick collective energy read for April 1st, or I should say for the first couple days of April. I did an extended collective reading for April. You can find it on my channel, but for those of you who prefer like more often checkups, right, with a little shorter, more condensed messages, I hope that you will find relevant information in that reading here, and as we progress through the month I will post a couple more like this. Okay, so without further ado, the deck was pre-shuffled, so let me just pull out the cards and see what's happening. Okay, this is our mind space. That was quick. One more. Okay, I guess we should just start with this one. Okay, so we got the devil. This is our mind space. So it seems that for whoever needs to hear this today, there is very negative thinking happening in your head, very toxic thinking, limited thinking patterns, right? You creating bad scenarios. This is that toxic thinking. It may be for some about toxic people that put certain toxic, thoughts or words into your head, but primarily this devil tells me that there are some of us out there that really struggle with negative thinking right now, and they feel enslaved by those thoughts, or held in captivity, right? But remember that with the devil, it's always in our own hands that we can just free ourselves up, right? Let's see if now we can maybe get one more for that mind space. Can you put one more card on the devil, please? Thank you. Yeah, so we got the Page of Cups, but it fell off in reverse. Now, the Page of Cups is someone that is very open to unusual emotions. That's a creative person, someone who is almost inspired by almost everything that surrounds them, right? Is finding inspiration in unusual places. But this is that curious person, a dreamer. If it's in reverse with that devil, it means that the dreamer is held captive, right? There's no dreaming, no good and curious dreaming, but it's a blocked energy where only negative thoughts happen, right? Not positive visions, not dreams or wishes that we want to come true, but more, I'm never gonna get it, it's never gonna happen, I don't deserve it, it's not for me, right? So this is what the Page of Cups, when it's in reverse with that devil, there's blockage in our dream abilities. Instead of creating good pictures, good visions of what we want, we're stuck in, I'm never gonna get it. Okay. So let's see if there's any advice on this. I mean, the advice is quite self-explanatory. I said, okay, with the devil, that freeing ourselves is in our own hands. 10 of emotions. So this is 10 of Cups, and 10 of Cups is, well, emotional fulfillment, happiness. See those people dancing. It can be about two people. It's often, this card often depicts a couple, but in this particular deck, there are people dancing, there's happiness, right? to get ourselves out of that devil energy and that page of cups that is blocked and in reverse, there is a conscious effort needed to revive happiness. Okay, and it sounds easier said than done, but it is possible when we put conscious effort to maintain positive emotions, positive visions, positive ways of thinking, right? The way we think is in our own hands, though sometimes or very often we say, I don't control it. Or the thing is that we do, if we realize this and we want to take responsibility for how we think. Because when we say it's out of my control, then we really say, I'm not responsible for this, it's happening to me, right? But the fact is that we put ourselves into this and we can get ourselves out of this by our own conscious choices, right? Happiness is a choice. Maintaining that happy, no one said it's going to be easy. Hard things will always happen. There will be worries. No one says there's no other obstacle on the way. Probably a lot of them, but this happy mood is a choice. We either make the conscious choice or we decide to stay in that blocked. Remember, this is our mind space, right? So we can heal our mind space with good emotions, because this is cups. So it's about our feelings, right? But it's also a lot of water, 10 of cups. So this is that healing energy. Perhaps for some, it's about spending time, with a company that makes you happy. Or just dance, revive yourself. Do something that makes you happy. Maybe do some sports. Okay, this will be different for all of us. Okay, let's quickly see our physical space. Okay, that's a little too much, but one turned itself, and it's the Empress. So I'm gonna go with this because it's a beautiful card for the physical space. So the Empress this is about possibilities, but also abundance, right? The Empress is about giving birth. This is creation. But this is also accepting ourselves, because I'm looking at our physical space, including our body, feeling our self-worth and realizing the capabilities that we have, that we create, that we give birth to our physical world as well. We create it. We create the way we look, but we also create the places that we live, right? So there is a certain creation process happening. It's also about abundance. So there's it may be about physical abundance coming to some, but primarily I'm getting this this creation aspect. Like it's more of a reminder of the abundance of those possibilities and abilities that you have, that you created. It's in your hands. You give birth to what surrounds you, but there's also about, you have the resources to create abundance, whether it's material abundance for some or just the abundance of good feelings, right? Even the abundance of this, right? You have the ability to create it, and good emotions on the inside give physical results on the outside as well. We look better, we feel better, we have better health when we feel good inside, right? We look at our mind, physical space, and soul space. This is a complete organism, right? Those spheres need to cooperate between each other if we want the best possible result. So if you put your work into this, then you also create happiness and abundance in your physical space. To some, this is a reminder to, take care of your health. If you want to use your full abilities, physical abilities, you need to be in good health, in good shape, right? Feed yourself well, nurture. It's like almost like a woman that is pregnant. She takes care of herself and her baby. Nurture yourself, right? Eat well. get enough rest. Hydrate yourself always, right? With those 10 cups. This is also about getting enough water. I always say that in the physical space. But just take care of yourself. If you want to operate up to your full capabilities, you need to be in good shape. You need to take care of yourself first before you can give birth to any other physical outcome, right? Okay, our soul space. We're already at 10 minutes. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles, but it came out in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he's moving diligently. So he sees a goal, he has a destination to reach. He's not looking for shortcuts. He's taking that way that he needs to deliver whatever that is that he's trying to deliver, right? So he's taking his time. When it's in the reverse, I see that movement, even though it was already very slow but diligent, it's stopped, it's blocked. There's certain movement on the soul level that is not happening. And it actually makes sense with that devil, right? The Page of Cups is also blocked. Maybe you lost like the vision towards which you were moving. Maybe you lost hope that you're ever gonna get it. So there's no movement at all. It was slow, but it was diligent so far. But for some reason, I feel like there may be a loss in motivation for some, just because you don't see certain results. You don't see them materializing in the physical. So it may be discouraging you. Okay, that's a little too much, but the card that is on top is the Seven of Pentacles. It's about continuing the work. It's about patient work that brings results, right? So it's like a reminder to get back to, you know, moving with this Knight. Because there's still a lot, you know, ahead of him. There's a way to go. If it's perhaps he stopped because he needs that rest that I said in the physical. So if that's a temporary stop, it's fine. If you're taking a rest to heal or to just revive your energy, that's fine. But just don't be stuck for too long in there. You need to get back on track and you need to keep moving, even if it's a very slow movement. And it may feel to you that you're not moving at all. There's always movement. So if you just stopped to rest, that's fine, but death. Okay? So perhaps it is that for some of you, it's like the movement is blocked or you really feel you're not moving, but there's a huge transformation happening on that soul level. It's like perhaps you're rethinking your, you know, values, your priorities, your beliefs. So there's a huge change, and perhaps that is actually the reason why you stopped. And that's kind of understandable. If that's the reason, I can really relate to that. But just don't allow yourself to be, you know, in that stuck place for too long. If it's about resting, right? If you're consciously, you're aware of this happening and you took that, you know, step back a little bit to allow this to happen, that's fine. But if you feel stuck and you don't realize why things are not moving, then this is telling you that, you know, there are certain changes that are happening, that you need that time before you can get yourself back on the move. I like this death. It's like her head is full. This tells me like participate actively in that change. If you didn't realize that, then now I'm telling you that there is big shift happening. As I said, it may be within your values, maybe within your priorities, or your soul purpose for some, on your spirituality level as well. Participate with your consciousness in that process. Like, include your consciousness into your soul space. Okay? I'm gonna leave it there because we're already almost at 16 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. I did. It felt almost like a reading for me. So I hope you found useful information. As always, I hope to see you next time. And until then, please take care. Bye.